So our next task is going to be configuring our Bastion server. So our key pair is already listed on our outside server, so now what we need to do is copy it over to our Bastion server. Alright, now that that's copied over, I want to SSH into the server. And what we'll do first is set up our host name. And go to our cloud configuration file, at the bottom of the line, type preserve underscore host name, :true. I also want to disable SE Linux. We won't need it for our servers the way we have our infrastructure set up. And we also want to include addresses for the servers that we'll be accessing. And again, my Mac 10 key is not appreciated by this terminal. Okay, so we have everything set up the way we want for our Bastion server. And because we disabled SE Linux, we want to reboot the server. Okay, so now we are back at our outside server. So while that's rebooting, we will configure our outside server. Do the same thing here with the hostname CTL command, and then modify our cloud configuration file. Alright, and you see here in the VI and the SE hosts, I've gone ahead and added entries for our Bastion server and also for the HA proxy and Galera. The Galera is actually just a reference to HA proxy, which is then going to route to the correct, the correct node. Alright, now we're going to create a config file within our SSH directory. Right, this will allow us to SSH into these servers from the outside server instead of logging in directly to the Bastion server. And we will not need a full MySQL package on this outside server, but we will need the client. So we will need to add that information into our repository file here. And this is the only content that you'll need here to download the client tools. Okay, so once we have that set, we want to upgrade a few packages. That appears to already be upgraded. And we already have the current version. So let's install HTTPD, which we will need, and the correct mod SSL package that we will need. Alright, and we will create a test file. Okay. And now we need to make one modification to the ssl.conf file. To set up our proxy. And we have active HTTPD running. So the Bastion server should be back up now. So let's test out our SSH connections. Go back down to our EST user account and see if we can connect. Let's be in our home directory for this to work. Oh, still doesn't like it. So let's see. Okay. Spelling is important. And this also should not be owned by root. So let's try this one more time. So we are successful in connecting to our nodes. In the next video, we will set up the individual node clusters.